Hi, hello, folks. I'm here with number 66, two-time Super Bowl champ David DIEHL. How are you doing, David?
I'm
Nice to
doing
meet you.
excellent,
It's an
Isaiah. Nice to
honor.
meet you as well.
Thank you for coming here today. So, as a football player, growing up, who really motivated you?
Obviously, I had my parents that taught me what it was like to have work ethic and discipline and being committed. But I think it was being the youngest of three boys. I mean, I remember playing up against the older kids, and they would never take it easy on me. So learning those lessons, being able to play up against those guys, when I would play up against kids my own age, it wasn't hard.
Were you intimidated, were you intimidated by those bigger guys?
When I was 6 and they were 10 and 12, absolutely I was. I mean, that's a part of being intimidated by your older brothers. But like I said, if you could play up against them and they can bring out your competitiveness, if you're playing up against somebody your own age, you think that you have an advantage.
That's great. What was it like? What was the feeling like being the first Giants rookie to start since 1985? Mark Barber. What was that like?
It was an unbelievable accomplishment for me, and it was a goal I had in mind. I unfortunately lost my father during the preseason my rookie year, and I played the 2003 season for my father. So to be able to have that accomplishment, that wasn't for me. That was for my dad.
That's wonderful, and it's a huge accomplishment by you. Um, so, what influenced your training after the NFL after you retired?
I would say the fact that I have a daughter who's 11 years old going into fifth grade, you realize that, football doesn't last forever and you have a long life to live. And, when you're 309 pounds and you retire, I'm not going to be lifting defensive linemen or punching defensive ends anymore. I need to make sure that I heal up and live as long of a life as I can for my daughter. So the minute I retired, I lost all the weight and I feel better than I ever have.
And last but not least, so can you give us a little insight on what you do in training? Because you're in great shape.
I do cardio on the Peloton bike 3 times a week because I do it early in the morning. It doesn't impact my knees, my hips, my back like I did as a football player. I go to the gym twice a week, and I do it now just so I can live a long life for my daughter and to feel good. I wake up, I'm not lethargic, I've got tons of energy, and I'm finally recovered after 20 years of playing football.
Well, you heard it here, folks, from the great father and a great football player, David DIEHL. Back to you, folks.